Do 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 Two brain cell and a mic. We're thinking out loud, but it's not too bright. Hosted by Cat and Tez, alright. It's two brain cells and a mic.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
This is Kat.
And this is Taz, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about a friend of yours.
Well, not anymore, and he was your friend too.
No, not anymore. But a friend of yours that I met the first night we went out, actually.
Yeah. He was my best friend at the time, and this takes us back to episode 1, actually.
Mm,
And when we ended up getting close, like me and you, we turned into a little trio, you, me, and him.
yeah.
But about 30 minutes into meeting you and your weird lesbian handler,
Jesus Christ, just say it like that.
I had texted him asking if he was in the area.
That's right. Wasn't he like at a bar down the street or something?
Yeah, so I messaged him and was like, "Hey, these people are fucking weird. Get me out of here." And he said, "Yeah, I'll finish my drink and head over." He ended up getting there just after your friend left, and he ended up staying with us for the rest of the night. But where do we even start with him?
Oh, look, he was a character. I wouldn't even know where to begin, but we have to begin somewhere. I just remember he would always be wearing that. What was it, like this leather jacket, and
Yeah.
it was like it would be, oh god, like 40-degree heat, and he would just wear it everywhere. It didn't matter what weather it was. He'd be fucking wearing that same old jacket.
Yep, the famous leather jacket. He loved that thing. Who knows if he ever washed it?
Oh, I doubt it.
Probably not, you know. But this man, yes, man, in his mid-20s, he thought he was God's gift to women. And let me tell ya, I'm not trying to be nasty, I swear, but it was kind of the opposite. Like, he used to get women, don't get me wrong, like he was always going home with some chick.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he'd go to the club and he'd always go home with someone, but he definitely wasn't like Don Lothario for those Sims nerds out there. It's a little cheeky reference.
I mean, I don't get it to this day. I mean, maybe it was just like, did he have confidence? I don't know if he had confidence. I don't know if that's the right word, but charm. I don't know, but like, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like he was hideous or anything, but he was kind of like a nerd, like really geeky in a way.
Yeah, like picture, you know that guy on Instagram that says, "Hello, princess."
Oh yes.
Like that's the vibe. Like he gives me
Oh,
like that
those
kind
vibes.
of
Mm.
alpha wolf fucking,
Yuck. When you said
you know
Alpha
what I'm
Wolf, I
saying?
just pictured it in my head. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so
Oh,
cringe.
woo!
Yuck. Um, I don't know how to explain it though, because he didn't have any real life skills. I mean, look, he was still in uni, lived with his mum, but he just acted like a teenager in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to say like what, naive. Like I remember once he was telling us when he finished in uni, he was going to go get a job as a HR manager while he was doing placement, and I think he was studying psychology or something.
Yeah, I remember that. And we literally like had to have an intervention. Like we sat him down and had to tell him like you don't just go out into the workforce and get a job as a HR manager as your first job. Like that's not how that works.
But he wouldn't listen. He was like, "Nah, yep, I'm gonna do it." And I'm like, "Okay, that's great. You finished your course. Like, congrats, by the way." But you don't just walk into a workplace, go, "Hey, I've finished my course. I'm now qualified. I would like to be your HR manager." Um, don't think it works that way. I mean,
Especially someone with no job experience. Like the
yeah,
only job he ever had was working at his dad's factory. Like that's
mm,
not a real job.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure like his course coordinator gave him like a list of, jobs you can do with your degree. And he just assumed he could do it with no experience.
Yeah, like that's a guide. It's not a golden ticket, you know?
No.
And look, there's nothing wrong with living at home with your parents. But this was different. It was just him and his mum, and he was a real mama's boy.
Yeah. Like, you know, I don't know, like, how do you even explain mama's boy, like, just really attached to his mum, which, again, not a bad thing, you know, people have really good relationships with their mum, but, you know, your mum doesn't do every single fucking thing for you when you're in your mid-20s, you know?
Yeah, and it's great that they were close, but you know, and there's sometimes too close.
Yeah. And I feel like if it wasn't her doing everything for him, it was you.
No, there's some jobs that even I wouldn't fucking do.
Oh, wait. Do you mean like you don't want to clean under his bed?
Absolutely not. I remember when his mum sat down and told us this story. His group of friends, mind you, not just me, not just you. There was others in the room, like his whole fucking group of friends. We were all at his place, and she was telling us that she would clean his room regularly, like a couple times a week or whatever. And first of all, that's weird.
Mhm.
Your mum cleans your room and does your washing and fucking all this shit.
Jesus.
I don't think he actually even paid rent,
I don't think so either.
to be honest. But anyway, she would be telling us that she has to wear these big like fucking kitchen gloves, like you know the big rubber yellow
Yeah,
gloves,
yeah.
because he shoves cum tissues down the back of his bed and she would have to fish them out when cleaning his room.
Kiss them out. Okay. First of all, I think it's wild that that's the story his mum chose to share with his friends.
Right?
I
How
can't.
embarrassing for her.
Um,
Not just him.
but like, I don't know, just picture it like, hi, my son's friends. Oh, how are you? Yeah, good. No, today I cleaned my son's room. Oh, I just had to get rid of the stash of cum tissues on the side of his bed. Yeah, he does it all the time. He just fucking shoves them down there, and I get my rubber gloves and just fucking clean them up. I mean,
Right?
what story is that?
Disgusting.
I,
Disgusting.
that's disgusting. Like, I mean, that's just fucking rape. Just nut it out in the bathroom like a normal bloke. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, I don't blame you for not wanting to deal with that.
I don't know how she dealt with
I don't know.
that.
Honestly, I don't know how she did it. Yuck. Ugh.
Yeah, pretty gross. And he had a not only that, but he had a little like sex drawer where he had like handcuffs and porn magazines and
Oh wow, he had it all.
tissues and condoms and all
Oh,
this
we know he
shit
had
in there.
tissue.
And
Oh wow. Did his mum like? I mean, look, if she's cleaning his room and shit,
she
like,
knew
wouldn't
about
she?
it. Oh, she knew about it. I had spoken to her, like she had mentioned it to me before, like, oh, don't go in the sex drawer. And I was like, what the fuck?
I
Weird.
mean, I know that's all normal stuff. You know, people. It's normal, whatever. But when you want to put it somewhere away from your mum opening your drawers.
I don't have to worry about my mum opening my drawers because my mum doesn't clean my fucking room.
That's
But
so
anyway,
weird. Yeah.
yeah, very fucking odd. But he didn't have his license either.
Oh yeah.
So we used to go to the gym together, and now I'm a bit of a fat cunt now, but back in the day, I used to go to the gym 7 days a week, twice a day,
Fuck
once in the
that.
morning, once at night. Yeah, I mean, look, do you know what? It was actually great. The first, I think, 3 months or so, it's like hell and you hate going. And then afterwards, you feel like shitty if you don't go. You know, it's
It
like a
takes 3
really,
months to get to that point.
yeah,
That's
well,
a
for me, yeah, I think. Yeah.
mm-mm. Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
Look,
Mm-mm.
we went to gym together. We went semi regularly. Um, but
I think before COVID, we were going every day. Every work
we
day anyway.
tried to
So
go
like
every work
Monday through
day. Yeah.
Friday.
Um, but Saturday morning, what are you? Are you well? What are you
Yep.
doing so early? Getting up and going to gym? I'd be fucking
Unhinged, mate.
sleeping.
Unhinged.
Anyway, sorry. As you were
Yeah, but anyway,
continuing.
we would go together. So I would pick him up. He wouldn't go to my morning sessions, obviously, because it was like 4 in the morning, and who does that? But he would come to the after work sessions. So I
Mm.
would drive to work, and then I would go to his house, pick him up, go to the gym, and then drop him off on my way home. Now it
Um.
was kind of out of my way.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say, like, don't you have to do like a huge U-turn to get to his house or something on like a really busy street?
yeah, so his house was sort of like in between like my house and my workplace, or my house
Mm,
and the gym. Like it was that was the main road that I had to take. The gym and the workplace were kind of like opposite each other. So his place was out of the way.
mm.
So I would have to drive down this busy street. It was like a dual carriageway, like a main road that goes like from the city out. Um, and I would then have to do a U-turn, go off onto the service road, and then go down his street, and then go back
Oh
like
my
towards
God.
my workplace, but then go in the other direction to go to the gym. So yeah, it was kind of a hassle, but
Yeah, look, I guess like, these things don't feel like issues when you're friends. Like kind of I guess blinded to it. It's something when you look back and then you're like, oh shit, damn, I did a lot for that fucking person.
yeah. And on this particular day, we were
Oh, here we
supposed to
go.
be going to the gym. This was a Saturday. Now, I knew he was going out Friday night. So on
Mm,
Friday, I called him and I said, "Hey, are you sure you want to go to the gym tomorrow? It's fine if you don't. I'm going anyway, but if you don't want to go, if you want to stay in bed, if you're going to be hungover, like let me know and I won't bother
yeah.
picking you up." And he was like, "No, no, no, I'll go." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
Did he go?
No, he fucking didn't. He wasn't there. He wasn't even at his fucking house.
Hang on, so you drove all the way to his house to pick him up and he wasn't even fucking there. Okay, well where was he?
I don't know, some random chick's house. He went home with some girl at
Oh,
the night before from the club.
of course.
And of course, he wouldn't answer his phone. So I was just standing out the front of his house like a muppet for 40 minutes waiting for someone who wasn't even fucking there. Eventually, I knocked on the door so fucking loud and for long enough that his mother came to the door and was like, "Oh, sorry, he's not home." And I was like, "What do you fucking mean he's not home?" She was like, "Yeah, he didn't come home last night. He texted me and said he was staying at someone's house." And I was like, "Wait, could he have fucking texted me?
I
The
was gonna
rat."
say I would have been I would have been pissed.
Oh, I worked out that day. I stormed around that fucking gym in a rage. Better than roids.
I mean, look, not only were you his personal driver, were you like his like I don't know if it's the right word, security guard as well?
Yeah, I know where this is going. I literally fought his battles for him. So
Mm,
he was talking to some girl. It's always some fucking girl.
mm.
Don't know how it happened, but anyway. Her boyfriend wasn't happy. Now he tried many times to explain to this guy that they had just met through mutual friends, that nothing was going on, whatever, but this guy was kind of a psycho.
I mean, psycho as you.
Well, he found that out. So he messaged me, he sent me all these screenshots of this guy threatening him, threatening to bash him, threatening to slit his throat, saying his mates are gonna come too and bash him, and he ended up blocking this guy. And this guy made another account just specifically to message him.
Alright, that's like okay, that's like very, very extreme and I'm sorry, but wouldn't you want to be talking to your girlfriend who's going out of her way to message another guy? I mean,
Yeah,
hello.
exactly. And like in his defense, she messaged him first. They
Mm,
weren't flirting. He didn't even know that she had a boyfriend until this guy had messaged him out of the blue.
mm,
And they were both in the same like group of friends sort of thing.
okay.
Like she was friends with his group and he was friends with his group. So that's how they
Ah,
had the connection.
yeah.
Um Now he was supposed to be going out to the club that weekend, and that girl was going to be there, and he had reservations about going because he was kind of a pussy and didn't want to meet up with this guy face to face.
Okay, I mean, look, I'm not very confrontational, so sorry, I'm going to interject here. I'm not very confrontational, alright? But I will gladly say that I'd be a pussy too, because if someone's threatening to slit my throat, I ain't going nowhere. I
Yeah,
ain't
well,
going
fair enough, I guess. But
there.
I heard that he didn't end up going.
Yeah.
And he went to this club every weekend. Like he lived there. It was like his regular place. He
Yeah.
always went to that club. All his friends went, and he was kind of sitting at home like missing out. And I was like,
Mm,
fuck that. No way. So I'm pretty annoyed at this point. And I'm
yeah.
like, what's going on? So then he sends me screenshots with more threats from this guy saying like, why are you
Jeez.
not showing your face? Blah blah blah, like all this shit. And I was like, nah, fuck this. Get in my car, in my pajamas. I didn't even bother getting fucking changed. I'm literally in my pajamas and I drive down there, like all the way to the city. I'm talking like 45 minutes to the city in my fucking pajamas
I
to
love
this club.
I love the fact that you did that in your pajamas. You go off, queen.
I don't give a fuck. So I storm in there, like, thank God security knew me, and it was kind of a weird club anyway. Like, it was kind of
Mm.
a
Oh,
gaming
okay.
bar that then after a certain time turned into a club. So
Okay.
everyone that was there was kind of fucking weird anyway. So me being in my pajamas wasn't too extreme because they did have like cosplay events and stuff there sometimes. So they
Yeah.
wouldn't have fucking known. Security's got no clue. But anyway, I go straight up to the group where the people are.
Yeah.
And this guy sees me through the crowd and he like beelines for me, comes straight up to me because he recognizes that I'm friends with, Leather
You're
Jacket Boy. So he comes straight up to me and puts his hand out and tries to introduce himself.
ooh, that's his first mistake.
Yeah, so I look him up and down and I'm like, I know who you are. Like, disgusted look on my face. Just picture it, fucking hip cocked, fluffy pink slippers on and everything. Just fucking going, who the fuck are you?
Oh,
Now, my partner at the time had come with me. And if I'm being honest, I think that he just liked getting in fights.
mm,
So he was
yeah.
like, oh, there's a fight happening. I'm on my way. But that's something to unpack at another fucking time. And so he gets absolutely nothing out of me, turns to my partner, who, just for reference, a bit of backstory, he used to be a state champion boxer in his teens, and he was also double this guy's
Mm,
size.
yeah.
So the guy turns to him and goes, hey, and that's as far as he got. He got picked up by the throat and slammed into the wall. And my partner's going, why the fuck are you acting like a tough cunt on social media? And the guy's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Oh, the backtrack is real.
oh, he
Okay.
was backtracking for sure.
Because he probably didn't expect it. And look, at this point, I don't know who I'd rather fight, him or you. And I'm going to say probably him.
Yeah, he got lucky this time. I didn't have to get involved. But anyway, so my partner just ruffled him up. They went into the men's room. He ended up holding his head in the urinal and told him, stop messaging other people and talk to your girlfriend instead because she's the one fucking messaging rando men
Yeah,
anyway.
right? That's what I said. That's what I said.
And basically just ask him, like, whose throat do you think you're slitting? Like, where are your fucking mates? Blah, blah, blah. Just roughed him up a bit. He
Yeah.
didn't hit him or anything. But he was definitely very shaken because he went home immediately, like he left, and then went home, and first thing he did was block Leather Jacket Boy on everything.
You know, when I first heard that story, I was like, shit. Like that's like I just like that's when I realized how loyal and a true friend you are, because I've never known anyone else to do that for someone. Like, I mean, I've had friends and all that stuff before, but this I've never known anyone to go to these lengths for a friend. Like this shit only happens in movies. And to
That's
this
true.
day, like, I still think about it. And like, when you're in a friendship, you just do this kind of stuff because that's what friends do. And sometimes you're not aware that the energy you put out, like, you put out energy in a friendship, and it's not always being reciprocated because you're just doing what you think is right. I mean, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's nice, bud. And I think you're right. I don't think you should keep any like tally in a friendship. Like, I did this or bought that, so
Mm,
now you need to do something for me or buy something for me. And I do feel like the energy that you put out into the world does come back to you at some point,
yeah,
but not necessarily always through the same channels.
yeah,
Like, I feel like I was able to at a point in my life, so I kind of looked after him. Like, I funneled my time and my energy and my money into that friendship with him, and I may not have gotten that same energy back. And don't get me wrong, they were lovely to me when we were friends.
mm,
It wasn't completely one-sided, that's not what I'm saying. But it was heavier on one side. And I feel like you've given me that energy, and
mm,
I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm not able to give that back to you. Um, in most cases, like, obviously some cases I am, and when I am, I
Mm,
do. But for the most part, like our friendship has been pretty heavy-sided with you, like me leaning on you, you
mm,
know, and you've really looked after me, and I think that's the universe kind of
mm.
returning the energy that I put out into friendships before I met you.
Yeah, and I see it like how I see it is um sometimes like in a friendship you're gonna need that friend a lot more than what they need you at the time. You may be
Yeah.
going through something really, really shitty and they're constantly there for you. They're, checking in, they're coming over, they're doing XYZ. Because and at that time the other friend they're doing okay, they're fine in life, they can be that support, and sometimes the other friend will need you more, and that's okay, it's gonna happen, vice versa, you know so yeah, I hope that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
agree with that.
But yeah, anyway, but yeah, you mentioning your XP and Xbox just reminded me. Hey, remember when we went out for drinks that night and we're talking to one of our other friends, um, and I think it was like one of our other friends was like, "Oh, I wouldn't want to fight him," to your ex, and Leather Jacket Boy pipes up and goes, "Oh, I bet I could get a few good punches in before I get knocked out."
Yeah, I remember that. That was the fucking most delusional thing I've ever heard. And he wouldn't even have time to get a few good punches, a few
Good.
good punches in. Oh, there was like 8 of us there too, and we all started laughing and making bets, and I remember he wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure like we all like were like laughing at the idea. We're like, you're not actually serious. Like, come on. Not even like half the table could do that. And he was yeah, no, he was dead set serious. And then I think someone was like, hey, I'll put some money on that to see that fight. And we're like, yeah, I'll put money on too. It ended up being like $500 plus. And he, like you said, he was butthurt because he was
Yeah.
so serious. But like he didn't actually think he could stand a chance, right?
I mean, surely not. But anyway, and he brought his cousin along too, and his cousin was even against him. But you would remember his cousin being there, right?
Yeah, how could I forget? It was like, oh, it's like two little puppy dogs, sad puppy dogs, just following you around everywhere.
That's what happens when you're a beautiful single woman in the presence of a straight up lady slayer.
I don't know which part of that sentence is untrue or not. Beautiful single lady, I appreciate that. It's really sweet.
Well, yeah, of
Oh,
course.
thanks, bud. Lady Slayer, maybe in his mind. I think in his mind.
Yeah, they both thought they were lady slayers.
Oh, I mean, look, good for them having that confidence. Like, go off. Like, love that. But it was very arrogant kind of confidence.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
really
know. I don't know
arrogant.
how either of them didn't get bashed more often.
Oh, I don't know. But, God, it was so bad that night. I remember those two.
And every time you stood up, they did too, and they tried to follow you, and you would have to like turn around and say stop, or they would follow you to the bathroom or the bar or the smokers lounge or wherever the fuck you were going. They tried to follow you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, when we're sitting at a table and, having drinks, chatting up, like, I'll just go, stand up, and then they both stand up immediately, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go pee. I don't really need help for that. Oh,
And then
they
they
take
sit back down.
take a seat. And then I think at one stage, like, they both must have gone to get a drink or something. And then someone was like to me, are you alright? I'm like, yeah, define alright.
But Leather Jacket Boy did end up finding someone to go home with, so he kind of ended up leaving you alone a bit after that.
Oh, thank God.
And the funniest part is he ended up kissing this girl at the bar that we went to afterwards, and he was just standing there like a plank of wood, and she was kissing him. Like it was the most awkward looking
Oh,
fucking kiss I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, it was like, I don't think did he have even had his hands on her? I think he was just standing there like
He
really,
was standing like a plank, like arms by his sides.
yeah. And I'm like, pretty sure someone got a photo of it too and then posted it in our group chat. And we just kind of made a bit of fun of it for a bit.
I think I have that picture too. And the best part is, it wasn't even like nobody took a picture of them. Someone took a picture of the group and they were standing in the
Oh, that's
background.
right. It was
So
like an
you had to
accidental
like
picture.
zoom into it. So funny.
Um, yeah, like look, just for reference, we're the kind of group of friends that we make fun of each other. I'm sure that's not uncommon in friendship groups, like take the piss out of each other,
Oh,
banter, etc.
absolutely. Straight
So
up bullying in some
I
cases, honestly.
wouldn't say bullying. I mean, look, we know our limits
Yeah.
sometimes. Um,
Sometimes.
but we take the piss. If you do something stupid, the group's gonna find out, and we're gonna laugh at you. I've been a victim of
Exactly.
that many times. So just for reference,
100%. 100%.
100%. Um, yeah. I wonder if she ended up being in his little conquest book.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
How can you forget
He had
about it? It's
he
fucking
had a
burned in
little
my brain.
notebook where he would write like description, like he would have all the girls that he's ever slept with. He would have all of their names. He rated them like out of 10. And then he would write like descriptions on like sex that they had together, and he would rate the
Ugh.
sex out of 10.
I okay. Wouldn't you
It's
just?
fucking weird
Isn't that
is
just
what it
something you
is.
just do in your head? Like, oh, I remember that night. She was a good lay. Like, why would you write it physically in a book? It's like, what, does he sit in his bed one day, go, oh, I'm going to go through do some light reading tonight, grab a
Right?
book out?
And
Like,
do you know the best part is? Do you know where he kept that book?
don't, where?
Just on the fucking bookshelf in the family fucking study, in the
Stop it.
family office room,
Stop. You're
where
joking.
their computer that both him and his mum used.
What?
Right next to it, there on the fucking bookshelf. Little
Did,
notebook with his fucking sex conquests.
God, I'm like, okay. That's fucking wild.
You may as well have a fucking folder on the desktop that says dick pics. Like, at this point, you know?
Oh my God. Look, honestly, I'm pretty sure his mum's seen it all.
Yeah, I think so too. Poor bitch. Now, anyway, this was sort of like the first section of this chapter in our lives. We're calling people chapters, you know. Friendships and events and whatever are all just like little chapters in our story, in our origin story. And the last part of this is a very, very long story. So I think it's best that we cut this episode just a bit short
Yeah.
and end it here, and then do a bonus episode, which we will drop at the same time as this episode with the story as just its separate entity, because it's fucking huge. It's the longest thing ever. And it really wraps up the whole friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise this will just go on and on and on. It'll be like the longest podcast ever, and look, you don't want to sit there listening to us fucking
Ain't nobody got time for that.
no. So for anyone who's returned back, thank you for, coming back and listening. If you're new, thank you for coming across us. I don't know how you did that, but lucky you, or not lucky you. Hopefully we didn't scare you away. But yeah, stay tuned for the next episode because it's a doozy.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye.